Okay, the problem is 2 over x squared x minus 2. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is find the x-intercept, the y-intercept, the vertical, horizontal. Okay, and to find the x-intercept, you try to you find out what makes the top 0, but there is no x in it, so it means that there's no x-intercept. And then for y, you substitute 0 in for all of the x's, so you would end up getting 2 over 0 squared times 0 minus 2, which is 2 over 0, which you can't have a 0 at the bottom. So that means there's no y-intercept. And to find the vertical, you try to make it 0 at the bottom, and so if you put a 2 in here, it'd be 2 minus 2, which equals 0 times, and then you can put a 0 here to make 0 times 0, which is 0. So then it'd be 0 times 0. So you have 2 vertical. It's 0 and 2. And then for the horizontal, the top is bigger than the bottom, so that means that it is 0. Okay, and to find the horizontal, you look at the degree at the top and the degree on the bottom, and since the degree on the bottom is bigger, it would equal 0.
Okay, so next you draw your graph and you use the information that you got from the first step in this problem. So you go through and you label your points, and you see that there is no x-intercept and no y-intercept, and then you go and look at your vertical asymptote, and you see that it is at 0 and 2. So you draw a dashed line at 2 and a dashed line at 0. Then you look at your horizontal asymptote and you see that y would equal 0. So you do a dashed line across there. And so then you go through and look for points. So you see that you have a little space here, and then another space over here, and another space over here. So we'll look at the middle first. So you see that 1 would be in this area, so we'll put 1 into the equation. So it would be 2 over 1 squared, 1 minus 2, which would equal 2 over 1, negative 1, equal 2 over negative 1, which equals negative 2. So, and you know that you put 1 into the equation, so it'll be 1, negative 2 for your point. And then you go through and look at this area and use numbers that are beyond this line right here. And since it is at 2, you could use 3 for an example. So we'll put 3 into the equation, so 2 over 3 squared, 3 minus 2. It'd be 2 over 9 times 1, which would equal 2 over 9. And another point would be 3, 2, 9. And for the last thing, you would go over here and look on the other side of your vertical asymptote and put a negative number in, which you could use negative 1 into the equation. So you put negative 1 in, and you have 2 over negative 1 squared with negative 1 minus 2. And you have 2 over a negative squared, which would equal a positive, and negative 3, which would equal 2 over negative 3, negative 2/3. So then you would have negative 1 and negative 2/3 as another point you can
Okay,
go by.
now we have to put the lines on the graph. So here are 3 points, and I'm just going to start with this one. So we've got 1 and -2. So we put these lines. Here's where the line's going to be. And since we have our asymptotes here and here, we can't cross this and we can't cross these. So the line has no other choice but to go like this. And there's one line. And for the second point, it's going to be 3 and 2/9. So 3 and 2/9 is going to be some close right up here. So the line is going to go like this. And then our last point is -1 and -2/3. So -1 and -2/3 is close here too. So your line goes straight through like that.